All right, let's talk about a disease that's been with us for, well, millennia. It's one a lot of us think of as a relic of the past, Tuberculosis. But what if I told you that this ancient killer isn't just still around? It's actually making a huge comeback. Let's get into it. Take a look at this number, 1.25 million. That's how many people died from tuberculosis in 2023, alone. That is over 1 million lives lost to a disease that we absolutely know how to prevent and cure. So, yeah, this isn't some problem from a history book. It's a crisis happening right now. And look, this isn't just my take. This statement from the World Health Organization really puts it all into perspective. Yeah, for a few years there, COVID-19 was the top infectious killer, but now TB is likely back on top. It's a massive reminder that we really need to understand what we're up against. So to really get a handle on tuberculosis, we have to look at its dual nature. This is where a lot of the confusion about the disease comes from, and it all kicks off with a statistic that might just blow your mind. That's right, a quarter of the entire world's population. We're talking about 2 billion people walking around with TB bacteria inside them. So how is that even possible, right? Why aren't we in a constant global pandemic? Well, the answer is all about the huge difference between being infected and actually being sick. And this is it right here. This breaks down the two states of TB perfectly. On one side, you've got latent TB. The best way to think about it is that the bacteria are like a little sleeper cell inside your body. They're there, but your immune system has them totally locked down, contained. They're not causing any trouble, you don't have any symptoms, and you can't spread it to anyone. That's the situation for most of those 2 billion people. But on the other side, you've got active TB. This is when that sleeper cell wakes up. The bacteria start multiplying like crazy, they overwhelm your immune system, and that's when you get sick and become contagious. So, what is that tipping point? What on earth causes those sleeping bacteria to suddenly wake up and turn a harmless latent infection into a really dangerous active disease? Let's take a look. These are the classic signs you need to watch out for. But the big one, the single most telling symptom, is a persistent, bad cough that just won't go away, one that lasts for more than 2 weeks. Honestly, if you have any of these symptoms, especially that cough, it is so crucial to go see a doctor. This basically shows us the why. That tipping point is almost always a weakened immune system. And as you can see, undernutrition is the single biggest driver. We're not just talking about a lack of food. It's often a symptom of poverty and inequality that keeps people from getting it. After that, you've got harmful alcohol use, smoking, HIV, and diabetes. Pretty much anything that weakens your body's defenses can give those sleeping bacteria the green light they've been waiting for. Okay, but here's the good news. We are not powerless against this disease. Not at all. Modern medicine has given us some seriously powerful tools to fight back. So let's see how we're doing it. We don't have to wait weeks for a diagnosis anymore. The WHO now recommends these rapid molecular tests that can give you a super accurate result in just a couple of hours. And that speed, that's a total game changer. It lets doctors start treatment immediately and helps stop the spread of the disease right in its tracks. Once you're diagnosed, TB is treated with a course of antibiotics. But listen, it is a marathon, not a sprint. Patients have to take a combination of drugs every single day for 4 to 6 months. And that third step you see there, that is absolutely 100% non-negotiable. So why is it so important to finish the whole course? Well, think of it like you're in a battle. If you stop fighting when the enemy is just weakened but not totally wiped out, what happens? The strongest soldiers survive, they regroup, and they learn from the attack. It's the exact same thing with TB bacteria. If you stop treatment early, only the toughest bacteria survive, and they can come back even stronger. And that problem, it has a name, multi-drug-resistant TB, or MDR-TB. This is a strain of the disease that has literally evolved to withstand our best drugs. It's so much harder, longer, and way more expensive to treat, and it's become a serious global health threat. So with the stakes this high, what's the path forward? How do we actually get ahead of this disease and protect our communities? And look, this isn't just about what governments and big organizations do. Individual actions really, really matter. This shows what we can all do. It starts with just being aware, recognizing the symptoms and getting checked out. If you're in a high-risk group, get tested. And if you're prescribed treatment, for goodness sakes, finish it. And we know that a focused global effort works. We have proof. This number is that proof. Since the year 2000, our collective efforts to fight TB have saved an estimated 79 million lives. That is an incredible achievement, and it just shows that progress is absolutely possible when we all work together. And that brings us right here to the ultimate goal: ending the TB epidemic by 2030. It's an incredibly ambitious goal, no doubt, but as we've just seen, we have the tools to make it happen. The real question is, can we find the global will to finally defeat this ancient enemy? Well, the answer? That's up to all of us.